Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the best Linux distros for low-end PCs. You know, we all have that old dusty machine sitting in the corner, the one we just can't seem to get rid of. Maybe it's got sentimental value, or maybe you just hate to see perfectly good hardware go to waste. Well, I'm here to tell you that you don't have to say goodbye to that old friend just yet. We're talking about breathing new life into that old PC with the power of Linux. That's right, Linux. It's not just for tech wizards and command line junkies anymore. There are tons of amazing Linux distributions out there that are specifically designed to run like a dream on even the most ancient hardware. So if you're ready to turn that old clunker into a lean, mean, web browsing, email checking, light gaming machine, then buckle up, smash that like button for the algorithm, and let's dive into the top Linux distros for low-end PCs. First up, we've got Puppy Linux. This distro is practically a legend in the low-end Linux world. We're talking crazy lightweight, folks. I mean, this thing can run on systems with as little as 128 megabytes of RAM. You heard that right, megabytes, not gigabytes. That's like going back in time to the days of dial-up internet and floppy disks. But don't let the small footprint fool you. Puppy Linux packs a punch. It comes with a surprisingly complete set of applications for everyday tasks, like browsing the web, checking email, and even some light office work. Plus, it's incredibly customizable. You can choose from a variety of desktop environments and applications to make it your own. And here's the best part. Puppy Linux can even run directly from a USB drive. That means you can test it out on your old PC without even installing it. How cool is that? If you're looking for a distro that's as light as a feather and just as versatile, Puppy Linux is definitely worth checking out. Next up, we've got Lubuntu, and if you're familiar with the Linux world, you've probably heard of its big brother Xubuntu. Well, Lubuntu is like Ubuntu's leaner, faster, more energy-efficient cousin. It's designed to be easy to use, especially if you're coming from a Windows background and it runs like a champ on older hardware. One of the things I love about Lubuntu is its desktop environment, LXQT. It's clean, it's simple, and it's incredibly snappy, even on systems with limited resources. Plus, Lubuntu comes with a great selection of pre-installed software, including Firefox for web browsing, Thunderbird for email, and LibreOffice for all your office productivity needs. So if you're looking for a distro that's easy to use, runs smoothly on older hardware, and comes with everything you need to get started right out of the box, Lubuntu is an excellent choice. Seriously, you can't go wrong with this one. Now, for all you Windows users out there who are thinking about dipping their toes into the Linux waters, but are feeling a little intimidated, let me introduce you to Linux Lite. This distro is designed to make the transition from Windows to Linux as smooth as possible. It's got a familiar look and feel, and it comes with a bunch of tools to help you migrate your files and settings from your old Windows installation. But don't think for a second that Linux Lite is just a Windows clone. It's a full-fledged Linux distro with its own unique features and advantages. It's based on Ubuntu, so you know it's stable and reliable, and it's incredibly lightweight, so it runs great on older hardware. Plus, the Linux Lite team has really focused on making the user experience as friendly and intuitive as possible. So if you're looking for a distro that will hold your hand as you make the switch from Windows to Linux, Linux Lite is the perfect choice. Alright, let's talk about MX Linux, a distro that's quickly gaining popularity and for good reason. This thing is rock-solid stable. I'm talking about the kind of stability that would make a mountain goat jealous. But it's not just stable. It's also surprisingly lightweight and runs like a dream on older hardware. MX Linux is based on Debian, which is known for its stability and security, but it also incorporates some of the best features and user-friendliness of XFCE. Speaking of XFCE, that's the default desktop environment for MX Linux, and it's a great choice for low-end systems. It's lightweight, responsive, and highly customizable. But one of the things that really sets MX Linux apart is its focus on providing a complete out-of-the-box experience. It comes with a bunch of useful tools and utilities, including a system snapshot tool, a package installer, and even a built-in antivirus. If you're looking for a stable, reliable, and user-friendly distro that won't bog down your old PC, MX Linux is definitely worth checking out. And finally, we come to Tiny Core Linux, the distro for the true minimalists out there. This thing is tiny, and I mean tiny. The core installation is only about 10 megabytes. That's smaller than some JPEGs I've seen. It's so small that it can even boot from a CD, remember those? Now I'll be honest, Tiny Core Linux isn't for everyone. It's designed for users who are comfortable with the command line and want complete control over their system. But if you're looking for the absolute bare bones, most lightweight Linux distro possible, this is it. It's like the pocket knife of Linux distros. It might not have all the bells and whistles, but it's small, it's efficient, and it can be incredibly useful in the right hands. Plus, it's a great way to learn the ins and outs of Linux without a lot of bloatware getting in the way. If you're up for a challenge and want to see just how far you can push a low-end PC, Tiny Core Linux is waiting for you. Well, there you have it, folks. 5 amazing Linux distros that are perfect for breathing new life into those old, dusty PCs. From the Featherlight Puppy Linux to the rock-solid MX Linux, there's a distro out there for everyone. Remember, just because a PC is old doesn't mean it's useless. With a little help from Linux, you can give that old machine a new lease on life and keep it out of the landfill for a few more years. And who knows, you might even discover a love for Linux along the way. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more tech tips and reviews. See you next time.